Alright everybody, welcome back, and now here we are with Mage. So, Mage, this expansion, Mage, they got big Mage spells, synergy, without big Mage spells in the set. Like, if we go here, we go to Mage, and let's not do Beast. Let's get rid of Beast. Let's just go to spells. I want to make a point here. So, big Mage spells that they have, that are in core and that are in the sets that are going to be in here. I mean, you've got Pyroblast, you've got Sunwell, Flame Strike's gone, you've got Arcane Defenders, Deathborn, Blizzard. Like, you don't really have that many big spells. You don't have a single big mage spell over 4 mana coming into the arena. So the point being is you're going to have a lot of 4 mana spells, a couple 6 mana spells, maybe a 7 mana spell, maybe an 8 mana spell. So you don't really have, and Sunwell doesn't count because I think like you're going to play it when it's cheap. Okay. Point being, you don't really have, they have big mage spells synergy, but they don't have the big mage spells. What they do have, and I'll get to it in a little bit, is by far the best card in the set, and this is the only card in the set that I have rated at a 130, which is like basically the highest possible power level. But let's not go to that yet. Let's just go to like the regular cards here. Alright, first one here we've got is Audio Splitter. Death Rattle be the highest cost spell in your hand. 3 mana 4/3, generate a card. That's good. That's like the Ramkaten Wild Aimer, the Hunter card, the 4/3 that made a beast. So this copies the highest cost spell in your hand. So, small problem with that is, again, you look at these spells. How many of these spells do you want multiples of? Do you really want 2 Pyroblasts? Okay, 2 Arcane Defenders, 2, not Flame Strikes, but Firelands maybe. 2 Deathborns, I guess, because you can like kill your own Deathborns and summon more skeletons. 2 Blizzards, is that really necessary? So, I mean, there's some spells where you don't really want 2 of them. Or it's kind of like redundant or kind of like clogs up your hand or anything like that. Still, it's 4 mana. So it's an on-stat card that gives you something. That's a 3-star card. Next one, Keyboard Soloist. So Keyboard Soloist, if you control no other minions, summon 2 1/2 amps with spell damage +1. Alright, so you absolutely need to play this with, whatchamacallit, by itself. And you get the 1/2s, and each of them have spell damage. And you generally play this with something with, like a AoE or something like that for whatever reason. But that's, again, that's really, really, really situational. Mostly because you need that empty board, and you need something to take advantage of the spell damage to be a slightly better Grim Necromancer. So, am I a fan of this card? No, I think it's just going to be a low 3-star card. I think you need like a very specific deck to make it work. Okay. Next card is going to be Synthesize, which really, really good spell. Add a random 1, 2, and 3 cost elemental to your hand. So again, let's go back here. Let's get rid of this because this is random. It's not for everybody. Let's get rid of spells. And let's go over to elementals. Let's get rid of 1, 2, 3. So random 1 cost elementals. Ignoring Festival of Legends. What have we got here? Okay, we got the Rogue one, which sucks. Yeah, don't pick that. Emerald Sky Talon, Bubbler. Yeah, because Arena's standard, so I don't have to change it. So, Sky Talon's good, Bubbler's good, that's garbage. Go 2. What have we got? We've got Space Rock, very good. Spirit of the Tides, that's good. Radiant Elemental's leaving, so ignore that. Prismatic Elemental, that's good. Menacing Nimbus, that's going to get buffed, that's really good. We got here 3. Whirl Weaver. If you cast a spell last turn, discover an elemental. Hey, what'd you just do? You cast a spell. Tar Creeper's really good. Reef Walker's really good. Radiance of Ashara. If you have, like, it's good on stats, and if you have any buffs, it's good. Frostwind Jumper. If you played an elemental last turn, summon 3 1/3 Murlocs. Hey, what have you got? A bunch of elementals. Ashen Elemental. Yeah. Alright, so overall, elementals. Like, you're going to get elementals. I can even go in here. Let's get rid of this. Let's just see. 1 second. Let's go all classes. Let me see here. Minion type elemental. What elementals are there in this set? Okay. So Rolling Stone, you're going to have a 1-cost elemental that's going to buff that. Static Waveform, I mean, that's good just for like a stat stick. So not really that many elementals in this set, but the ones you're going to get, you're going to have things to trigger it. So again, like this is, so point being, this is a really good card because you're going to get, like you're going to get a 1, 2, and a 3 mana card. I mean, I compare this to like some of the bigger, like just generate an instant board cards, like the party up cards, like the tiny toys cards, things like that. You pay 1 mana and you get like 6 mana worth of stuff to throw on the board, and this stuff kind of synergizes with itself and you get good stuff. I mean, that's, again, that's really good. So ultimately, this card right here, I think it's going to end up being a 4-star card. I mean, it's a card you're going to want to take. You can play it on curve. What you're going to get on curve, like it's an instant curve card. Like you can literally take this and then greed the hell out of the rest of your deck because you can guarantee a 2 and you can guarantee a 3 that are going to be good to play. All right. Next one here. Let's go into the rares. We got Light Show. Shoot 2 beams at enemies that deal 2 damage. Shoot 1 more for each light show you've cast this game. Demon Hunter has a 2 mana version of this. I forget its name off the hand, but it's like deal 2 damage to the lowest cost card. I forget the name of that card. Is it Fel Barrage? Yeah. Deal 2 damage to the lowest health enemy minion twice. That is controlled. That, again, that's controlled, and that's guaranteed to remove something. Like, you can remove something with a guaranteed 4 mana. This is enemies, which includes the hero, for 3 mana. And so, the only way for this to be good is to draft like 4 or 5 of these and just keep on playing. Draft 4 or 5 of these, or just keep on copying this and keep playing that. Is that going to happen? No, it's bad. To me, it's a 1-star card. Like maybe even like it does something, but it's a 1-star card. All right. Next one is going to be Rewind. Discover a copy of another spell you've cast this game. 2 mana, draw a card is bad. Let's just get started. 2 mana, draw a card, like you need to have played a really good spell in order for this to be good. That's situational. The definition of situational is a 1-star card. One second here. And I won't even bother for that, so I don't even need to say that much. Cosmic Keyboard. After you cast a spell, summon an elemental with stats equal to its cost, lose 1 durability. So you don't have any of that RNG stuff with like summoning a random minion. So you play 3 2-mana spells. You've paid 2 mana to summon 6/6 worth of stats. That's great. You play a single 4-mana spell. You've got a 4-mana 4/4 worth of stats. That's great. I mean, this card, it's great. It's a 4-star card, no question about it. Like, you're going to have spells. You're going to get the value out of it. It's not that much of a it's not that much of an investment to pay 2 mana in order to get this. As long as you don't coin and waste 1 of this, Cosmic Keyboard Coin Concede is going to be a possibility. Just as long as you don't do that, then this card is going to be really good. And like again, let's say you play 3 1-mana spells. You're just dumb. You're a dummy. You're still paying 2/2 for like 3 total worth of stats. That's not bad. But really, it's going to be a 4-star card. All right. Next card is going to be Volume Up. Volume Up. Draw 3 spells. Finale. Discover a copy of 1. So 4 mana, draw 3. That's good. I mean, we have Sprint, which is 5 mana, draw 4. This is like that. Discover 1. So it's 4 mana, draw 4. Better Sprint. You got the Finale. Finale's a problem. So you get one of the copies of one of the spells you get. If you got good spells, that's really, really good. So overall, this is a great card draw card. There's like a limit on how high I can go on card draw, but even with that, this is a 4-star card. Okay, next card. Worst card in the set. Worst card in the set, play against. Hollow Technician. After any minion takes exactly 1 damage, destroy it. This is... if you play this on turn 5, you play 3/4, you hero power, you destroy an enemy minion. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a Vile Spine Slayer. Except this Vile Spine Slayer, if you cannot destroy it, you can just the next turn use your hero power and do it again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. Okay, point taken. So, You see the problem. You play this card, you can just completely win the game on the spot, and it's incredible stats. Let's say your opponent has a ping, and they can just ping this back, right? And you've paid 3 mana for an assassinate. I mean, I don't need to go into this. That's a 7-star. That is a 7-star card without question. Like this is the most broken card in the set. Like absolutely horrible. Okay, finally cards here. What we got? First one here, DJ Mana Storm. So 10 mana, 8/8, battle cry, set the cost of spells in your hand to 0. After you cast one, the others cost 1 more. So if you got 3 spells, your first card is going to cost 0, your second one's going to cost 1, your third is going to cost 2. You need to have the spells in your hand in order to do this. So here's the big problem. Number 1, if you've got any big spells, you're probably going to want to play those spells before you play DJ Mana Storm. You're probably not going to want to keep them in order to do this. Like maybe in Arcane Defenders, you play something instead of this. You can do Mana Storm plus Arcane Defenders in the same turn. I mean, that's a possibility. If you don't have any spells, it's an 8/8. So overall, like I think it's really dependent on having spells in your hand, which I can't say you're going to 100% have. So ultimately for that, I think it's a 3-star card. I don't think it's really that great. And then finally, Infinitize the Maxitude. Discover spell finale, return this to your hand at the end of a turn. Paying 2 mana to discover a spell is not good. Now, you get the infinite value of it, but you have to finale it. As I mentioned, finale is going to be a lot harder to do than you think. And again, part of the value of discover is that you can adapt to the situation you're in. You can find a snap freeze, a card that would be completely garbage otherwise, that sometimes is going to work. So infinitize the Maxitude. I mean, it's good. Infinite value things are good. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's game breaking. I think people are not going to I think people are going to find it's going to be a lot harder, and they're going to have to deal with the finale a lot. It's going to be a lot harder to deal with the finale than they think. So ultimately, I think this is only a 4-star card. Like I know some people would think it's a 5-star or 6-star card. I'm just saying it's a 4. All right. That's okay. That is it for Mage. After Mage is going to be Paladin. I'm going to probably take a longer break before I go to Paladin, so I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.